boys and girls. It's Miss Carol. It's good to see you again. Well, we can't really see you, but I pretended I could see you, and you could see me. I thought I would share a story with you today for Sunday school. And I'm out on my back porch because I wanted you to see my bird over here. You see him with his big old black eyes? Yeah, well, he's been living out here by my pond. But the leaves and the plants have gotten so big, he can hardly see over the top of them anymore. He has big, long legs. So he's lucky that that makes him pretty tall, and he can peek out over the top of the flowers. But there's somebody in our story today who doesn't have long legs like that, and he has trouble seeing when things are tall because he's short. And I bet you've heard this story. I bet you can think of who this wee little man was. Can you say it with me? His name is Zacchaeus. Yes. And the story that I have is called The Great Surprise. And here is the little man, Zacchaeus. The story is written by Mary Warren, and it's illustrated by Betty Wind. Zacchaeus was a publican. He served a hated king. He collected gold and silver to pay for everything, like soldiers' roads, city walls, and statues carved from stone. Some publicans took extra money and kept it as their own. So most people hated publicans. They said, they're mean, they cheat. And so good people turned away whenever they would meet the publicans around the town or walking down the street. Zacchaeus didn't have any friends because he wasn't a very good guy. He was taking money for taxes for Rome, and the people didn't like that. But what was even worse, he took extra. He took more than they were supposed to pay, and he kept the rest for his own self. So he was very rich, but it was making the other people poor. Once Zacchaeus was going home when there along the way he saw a crowd, and curious, he thought, I think I'll stay. You say, this guy over there is Jesus? Can I get near to see? I want to know what he is like. Oh, you're trampling me. So Zacchaeus wanted to get up front where he could see Jesus. Please, tell me what this huddle and muddle is all about. He begged, he teased, he pushed, he squeezed, and then he began to shout. I am the chief collector for the king. How dare you leave me out? He was way back here, and all the taller people were in front of him. Zacchaeus ran and climbed a tree. He wished he weren't so small, but Jesus saw him there and stopped. Zacchaeus heard him call. Come down, Zacchaeus, right away, and take me home with you today. Jesus wanted to go to his house. The bad guy who cheated, the guy who was mean to other people. Jesus wanted to see him. Zacchaeus could hardly believe it. The other people stared with angry looks, and some began to stew. They muttered, whose house did he pick? He's going to the home of such a fake? Don't tell us Jesus doesn't know. He knows, for goodness sake. It's a mystery to us, the kind of friends he wants to make. I couldn't understand why Jesus wanted to be friends with this guy who was mean and cheated. Zacchaeus, he climbed down, happy with a sparkle in his eye. He shivered from excitement, and he felt a bigger size. It made him feel so popular. And a messenger soon ran ahead to tell the news of this to all of Zacchaeus' clan. A messenger went ahead to tell Zacchaeus' family, "You're not going to believe it. Jesus is coming to your house today, right now." What do you think they did? A feast they started to prepare. The servants roasted meat. When Jesus got there later on, one washed his dusty feet. Another brought a lovely robe. And then it was time to eat. It took a while to eat so much food. They sat and talked. And when Zacchaeus saw how Jesus loved, he thought it could change the hearts of men. Jesus loved people even if they were rotten, even if they were sinners. Jesus loved them. And when Zacchaeus saw that, he said, "I think I want to change too. If Jesus loves me, a rotten guy, I ought to love other people too." He said to Jesus, "I usually don't think of anyone else, only me. The extra money that I took made others poor. I see. I'm sitting here as wealthy as a king. Before even one more day goes by, I'm gonna do the honest thing. My clothes and food and all that I own, I shall divide in two. I'll give half away to the poorer folk. And I know what I'll do. If I owe anything to any man, I'll multiply by 4 and give it back to them, and I will cheat no more." Zacchaeus was changed because Jesus loved him. The children shouted, "Hooray! I'll share some toys of mine." His wife and servants also cheered. "We think this sounds just fine." When Jesus rose to leave, he said, "I've had a splendid stay. Zacchaeus, it does give me joy to know that you feel this way. And you will find this has been a very special day." When Jesus came to his house, did Jesus wait until Zacchaeus paid the money back to love him? No. Jesus loved him even when he was bad. Did Jesus wait for Zacchaeus to be good first? Go be good, and then I'll love you? Jesus loved him even before he loved him when he was a sinner. You know what else? He loves you even when you're a sinner too. And he loves Miss Carol even when she's a sinner too. That's why we love Jesus so much, because he loved us first. Now, Do you know the Zacchaeus song? Sing it with me. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, a wee little man was he. He climbed up in a sycamore tree, for the Lord he wanted to see. And as the Savior passed that way, he looked up in the tree, and he said, Zacchaeus, you come down, for I'm going to your house today, for I'm going to your house today. It was good to share a story with you. Remember, Jesus loves you. I love you too. Bye-bye.